It's a cold spring morning in 1922, and in the rural Bavarian countryside, something is terribly wrong. On the farm at Hinterkaifeck, a family of 6 has been brutally murdered, their bodies left to rot for days in the silence of the forest. The case would become one of Germany's most infamous unsolved crimes, shrouded in mystery and speculation. As we delve into the story of Hinterkaifeck, it becomes clear that nothing about this crime was ordinary. The killer seemed to know their way around the farm, expertly wielding a mattock, a pickaxe-like tool used for digging and chopping. They even took care of the animals and fed themselves from the family stores. At the heart of Hinterkaifeck were the Gruber family. Andreas Gruber, born in 1858, had lived on the farm with his second wife, Victoria, since 1886. Their daughter Cecilia, just 7 years old at the time of the murder, was a bright and lively girl who loved helping her mother with the household chores. But there were secrets within the family. In 1915, Andreas and Victoria had been convicted of incest, their relationship a scandal in the small community. This would later become a key aspect of the investigation, as police questioned whether one of them might have been responsible for the murders. The first sign of trouble came on April 1, 1922, when Cecilia failed to attend school and the family's absence was noticed at church. A search party was formed, led by Lorenz Schlittenbauer, a neighbor who would later become a prime suspect. It wasn't until 4 days after the murders that the bodies were discovered, hidden in the barn. The autopsy revealed that Cecilia had been alive for several hours after her attack, torn her hair out in tufts while lying in the straw. As police dug deeper, they began to suspect those closest to the family. Schlittenbauer's behavior seemed suspicious. He acted nonchalant when handling the bodies and was even seen visiting the farm after it had been demolished. But the case against him would eventually fall apart. It wasn't just Schlittenbauer who caught the police's attention, several other men connected to the family were also questioned. The Gump brothers, Adolf and Anton, were another pair of suspects. They had connections to a far-right paramilitary organization called the Freikorps Oberland, which some believed might have been involved in the murders. Other theories emerged, including one that Karl Gabriel, Victoria's husband who had died in World War I, might not have been dead after all. Some even claimed to have seen him after his reported death. As we explore this case further, it becomes clear that the truth was shrouded in mystery and speculation. Witness testimony was often contradictory, and new theories emerged with each passing day. In 1923, the farm was demolished, and the family laid to rest without their heads, a gruesome fate that would haunt them for eternity. The case would remain unsolved for decades, a cold case file gathering dust until it was reopened in 2007. Today, we still don't know who killed the Gruber family at Hinterkaifeck. But as we reflect on this case, one thing is clear: nothing about this crime was ordinary. The killer seemed to have a deep understanding of the farm and its layout, expertly covering their tracks. As we look back on this case, we're reminded that even in the darkest corners of human history, there's always more to uncover.